We declare that the promotion and funding of Miraa by the government of Kenya is morally, socially, and constitutionally unacceptable. No economic gain can justify the destruction of individuals, families, and entire communities. The promotion of Miraa destroys young lives. There was some action that was taken in the Coast Province regarding Miraa and Mogoka. At that particular time, there was a major silence that came from the northern part of the country, which some people attributed it to acceptance of Mogoka and Miraa being consumed and sold in northern Kenya. So more than 70 Ulammas met here today, various sheikhs, doctors, imams of mosques, religious leaders from various institutions, so they came here to discuss this matter. It was deliberated at great length over the last 6 hours, and what I'm going to read, I'm reading on their behalf, and this is the declaration that they came out with. And I read, Declaration of the Muslim Ulama of Kenya for Eradication of Miraa, in brackets, Khat, and substance abuse. We, the Muslim Ulama of Kenya, in our capacity as religious leaders and custodians of moral and spiritual well-being of the Ummah, hereby issue this solemn declaration regarding the growing menace of Miraa and other substances destroying the social fabric of our community. Miraa, also known as Khat, has long been linked to severe social, economic, and health problems. It is well documented that the abuse of Miraa leads to addiction, poor health outcomes, family disintegration, and the weakening of moral values. The consumption of this substance has particularly afflicted the youth who are the future leaders of our society, leading them down a path of destruction. Substance abuse in all its forms, including alcohol and other narcotics, is wreaking havoc in our families, leading to increased poverty, domestic violence, and erosion of values. These cannot be allowed to persist. The government of Kenya, through various acts, continues to support and promote the Miraa trade. One of the key legislative supports for this Miraa is seen in the Crops Act 2013, number 16 of 2013, which classifies Miraa as a cash crop. Under Section 7 and Section 8, this legislation has opened up avenues for government funding and promotion of the Miraa trade, primarily in regions such as the Meru County. Moreover, the Agriculture and Food Authority, AFA, Act of 2013, also supports and regulates the growing and export of Miraa within Kenya, and even lobbying internationally for acceptance of this substance in the global markets. While these efforts have been made under the guise of economic benefit, they have grossly overlooked the moral, health, and social damage caused by Miraa. The government must not prioritize profit at the expense of welfare of the population. We invoke the Constitution of Kenya, particularly Article 43(1)(a), which provides every Kenyan the right to the highest attainable standard of health. The government's promotion of Miraa, which is a known health hazard, blatantly undermines the constitutional rights of the Kenyan citizens. Article 53(2), which stipulates that a child's best interests are paramount importance in every matter concerning the child. The promotion of Miraa destroys young lives, especially those of vulnerable youth who fall victim to addiction and its consequences. Article 21(2), which obligates the state to take legislative and other measures to ensure that all Kenyans particularly the vulnerable, can realize their rights and freedoms by promoting Miraa. By promoting Miraa, the government is neglecting its duty to protect Kenyans from harm and violating its responsibility to safeguard their well-being. Well, our position on this matter. We declare that the promotion and funding of Miraa by the government of Kenya is morally, socially, and constitutionally unacceptable. No economic gain can justify the destruction of individuals, families, and entire communities. The Muslim Ulamma of Kenya, guided by the tenets of Islam and our duty to promote the well-being of the Ummah, hereby resolves the following. 1. Aggressively campaign for the eradication of Miraa and the substance abuse across the nation. This campaign will involve direct outreach to communities at the national level, and the county level, and the below sub-county level at the grassroots level. We will work in partnership with mosques, community leaders, youth groups, civil society to spread awareness and advocate for change. Demand that the government immediately cease all funding and promotion of Miraa trade. We urge the government to repeal or amend all legislation supporting Miraa trade, including the Crops Act and the Agriculture and Food Authority Act, to reflect the need for health, moral, and social welfare above economic benefits. Number 3, call upon the Kenyan government to invest in alternative livelihoods for those economically dependent on the Miraa trade, ensuring that no community is left in poverty while transitioning away from the harmful Miraa economy. 4, promote strict enforcement of laws against substance abuse, including the trafficking and the use of harmful substances such as alcohol and narcotics. We will advocate for the establishment of rehabilitation programs for those affected by addiction. In conclusion, as Muslim leaders, we take this stand to protect our society from further harm. We will not relent on the struggle. We vow to hold the government accountable and call upon all members of society, both Muslims and non-Muslims, to join us in this noble cause. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide and protect us in this endeavor.